Well, so good afternoon again for everybody. We are going to start our class today, and which is very, very simple. I suppose you remember this topic. I will share the screen with you. Let me know if you can see it. Yes or no? Can you see that? Yes?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, a little paréntesis, ¿no? Chicos, de pronto en efectos de la presentación o de la plataforma se congela alguna de las diapositivas, entonces si no ven que estoy avanzando o no ven los ejemplos, me avisa porque ya es cuestión como la plataforma me toca salir de la compartir pantalla y volver a entrar. Por si acaso, es que se han presentado inconvenientes con la plataforma últimamente. Okay? So pay attention to the presentation and depends on that you say, teacher, is frozen or something like that, okay?
Good. Yeah. Right.
Yo
Okay.
que no tengo el audio. ¿Quién le puede ayudar a Johan para que por favor lo pueda configurar? Les recomiendo ahí mientras que yo arranco. All right, prepositions of place for today. What is place? Do you remember?
Lugar.
Lugares.
Lugar, says Andrés. Yes, lugares, no? So preposition of place, usually it is the specific vocabulary. Yes, we need to know, or we usually use, excuse me, to refer about positions or locations of different objects, animals, people, gender, right? So prepositions of place. Do you remember any preposition of place in Spanish, for example?
Encima, debajo.
Okay, very good. You said encima de, debajo de, al lado de, enfrente de, right? So all these prepositions, we use it in Spanish. Usually we use it to express location, no? Like la ubicación de los objetos, right? Basically, that is the important objective of the prepositions. Good?
Okay.
Yes? Juan David is looking at the nails.
Yes.
Ah, right. Pay attention to the class, man. I am looking at you, huh? Okay. So in that way, we are using, I need you please to help somebody to configure this one. Excuse me. Okay, so according to this, we are going to check different possibilities to use the preposition. No? Remember, exist many prepositions, right? Bunch of them. But today we are going to practice the typical and the popular prepositions, okay? So that is like a little list of vocabulary for today's class. So the first picture, what is the preposition you can see here? Or what is the typical location we can see here?
On.
Oh, okay. So it will be exactly, in Spanish would be encima de, right? O sobre algo, right? So in English, we are going to use the preposition on. Yes, can you see that?
Yes.
Yes, I don't know if this is right. Okay, here. So you said preposition on will be encima or sobre, okay? Remember, when we use on, always has to be with contact, okay? There is contact with the object.
Okay.
That's the important part. Okay. The next preposition, what is up? Okay, similar. Up is a preposition, right? But in this case, we can use another very popular preposition.
Under. No.
No.
In front? No.
No. Well,
In.
Brian is like, what's that? Okay. In Spanish, what is the preposition?
Arriba. De.
Arriba, well, arriba de o sobre algo, ¿no? Sobre, no contacto, right? That's the picture we got in there. Well, in English, my dear students, in English.
Above.
Right. So we can use above or over. Yes, above, over. They are similar, no? Sometimes people say that, what is the difference above or over? Basically, it is more about the distance, no? So look at this. Can you see my screen? Yes, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, look at this. We got on, no? Contact. Over, you got a little distance. Yes? Above,
Okay.
you got more distance. Right? That is the difference. So, for example, you said the books are on the table, no? That is the open English example, no? La propaganda de Open English. ¿Se acuerdan, chicos? The books
Yeah.
on the table.
Yes.
The typical one, right? Okay. On, because you got contact. Yes? Over.
Yes.
Over, for example, imagine the birds. Yes, the birds. Over the tree, right? Pajaritos que sobrevuelan, por ejemplo, los árboles. Okay? They have little distance. So you said, the birds are over the tree. Yes? Above.
Yes.
Above is more distance. Right?
No.
For example, what can you tell me? For example, the airplanes, no? Los aviones. So you said,
Over.
the
Above.
airplanes are
No, over.
above the tree. Yes? So you said, they have more distance from one to the other. Okay? Sometimes people use above and over in a similar way, right? The similar distance, similar idea. So, okay, that is depending on the perception, no? It is a subjective idea. So basically they are similar, but little difference is about the distance, right? But depends on the perception, obviously. That, okay? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, okay, you're alive. Si están vivos, me encanta eso. All right, next one.
Bilingües, los bilingües.
Of course, you are. Excellent. Okay, next preposition, that will be in front of, right? Which in Spanish is?
Debajo de.
No, look at this.
Enfrente de.
Okay, that is in front
Enfrente de.
Sí.
Yeah, possibly it's not clear with the picture, so I will put it here like this, no? In front of. Yes, that will be.
After.
Okay, in front of represents in that case enfrente de, or you can say also in Spanish delante de. Okay, in front of.
In front of.
Delante de. Okay? For
Okay.
example, at this moment you said, hey, I am, no, verb to be, I am in front of the computer, right?
Okay.
That will be
Right.
Or the cell phone.
or your cell phone, right? So we are using Perdón, Milenita, si te silencio el micrófono, pero es que atrás tienes a tu familia y me está, no me deja escuchar bien a los chicos. Thanks. Recuerden estar en un espacio externo que, bueno, perdón, que no haya tanto ruido a su alrededor para que no me lo distraiga. Okay, next one. We got here
Debajo de.
this picture. Look at this. The picture goes according to this. Can you see this?
Debajo
Under.
Okay, so in Spanish we say debajo de, right? In English, what will be the preposition?
Under.
Under, yes, is very good. Under, right? Oh, excuse me. It's not the correct.
Yes.
Under, thank you. Oh my. So under, in that case, says debajo de, right?
Yes.
Good. The other picture, yes?
On. No.
También existe ¿cómo se llama? La,
Por detrás.
Detrás de.
se me olvidó la palabra.
Like
La regla de que toca o no toca el objeto,
okay.
como el above.
Okay, that is a good question, Cami. Well, under usually is possible to use with different distances, no? So you can say, for example, under touching, yes, or you can say under the distance, right? But there is another possibility, which is the preposition below. Yes,
Below.
below. Below is
Debajo.
similar, exactly. But below is similar to above, no? So you got, for example, under with contact, yes? Under, no contact. So
No, sin intentation.
and below goes like more distance. Yes?
Below.
Below. Yes. So you said under no distance, well, no contact, sorry. Under contact. Under no contact. So no problem, both. But below we got more distance. Yes? So remember, you got on, over, above. Yes? And here you got
No.
under, below. Yes? Like the three parts of them. Yes? It is clear?
Yeah.
All right. So under or below depends on the perception again, no? That is depends on perceptions. Okay. The next picture goes with preposition. What's the preposition?
Atrás.
Back off. Back off.
Back off. Well, back
Detrás de.
is one preposition, but similar, unpopular, it will be different.
Esta mierda, negros.
Thank you. Preposition in this case is behind, right?
Behind, yes.
Behind. That is a typical
Behind.
popular preposition. Behind.
Behind. Detrás.
Ajá. So dice detrás de o atrás de, right? Behind. Okay. So again, we got here preposition. Oh, preposition on, which say
Encima.
encima de, no? Contact. Above.
Above,
Encima.
above, encima. De.
Pero
Sobre algo, ¿no?
cerca.
Pero
Lejos,
contact,
lejos, lejos.
cuando hace
No
contacto.
contact, no? Above or on, over,
No.
contact. Yes, no contact. In front of,
Al frente de.
al frente de. Under,
Delante de. Under, debajo de.
debajo de, no? Which is similar to below, right? Below.
Okay, más
And
abajo.
behind,
Detrás.
Detrás de.
detrás de. Okay, so keep in mind because we need to memorize this vocabulary, no? For the homework you got for this week. On, above, in front of, under, remember the pronunciation, no? Under, below,
Under.
behind,
Under, below, behind.
behind, no? This is the most difficult
Behind.
for people to remember the pronunciation. I don't know why. No es behind ni nada de eso, no es behind.
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 Remember the pronunciation. Okay, let's continue. These are 5 prepositions. Let's see more prepositions now. According to this picture, what is the preposition we use?
Medio.
En
medio de o entre. Right.
Between. Between.
Okay, so in English, en medio o en entre, we say
No sirve mitad de.
between.
No, mitad
Yes,
de.
yes, you can say en la mitad de, en medio de.
between.
Yes, it's similar, right? They are similar. So you said between. Remember, the preposition between goes always with 2 elements, right? Only 2 elements. Element A and element B, okay? It is not possible with 3, 4, 5. No, that's a different preposition, right? So between 2 elements, right? That will be.
No more 2 elements.
Only 2 elements. If you want to use more elements, like 3, 4, 100, yes, we are going to use the preposition among.
Entre.
No, among.
Among.
Among. Yes. For example, imagine the concerts.
Yeah.
The concerts. So you say, for example, estoy entre la gente. Yes, in a concert, no? So you got 1,000 people in a concert. So you said, I am among people. Yes, among the people. So
Estoy entre la gente.
exactly, more than 3 objects, no? 3, 4, 5, 1 million, right? It is among. 2 elements, right, will be between. Good?
Yes.
All right. Okay, next picture.
Yeah.
The next
Al
picture.
lado de.
Al lado de. All right, perfect. So, what is the preposition we can use in English? Al lado de.
I don't know.
No idea?
In
Mm,
my side, no, I don't know. Inside
Nice.
is the other picture, no?
Yeah, that is another picture. Well, this one would be, well, the typical, no? Because there are many options. But in this case, we are going to use the preposition next to.
Next to.
Next to.
Yes, that is very popular. Next to, right? So you got always following one object to the other. Similar to next to, or a synonym of next to, maybe you can find the preposition besides. Beside. Yes, they are synonym, okay? So you say, for example, my mother is beside me. Or you said, my mother is next to me, right? It's possible. But usually besides is more used with people. Yes, and next to is more used with the objects, right? That is depends on the uses, but they are similar in the context in Spanish, no? Which is al lado de. Okay, and finally we got this picture.
Dentro de.
Dentro de,
Inside.
dentro de, right? So in English, we say,
Inside.
now, well, inside is an option. And then we got all the synonyms. No, the typical, short.
Side.
With
got-
same.
Oh my dear.
Thing.
Side. I don't know.
Preposition
In.
in. No, which is the simple one. In.
¿Cuál es la diferencia? Inside y in.
Well, usually when we say inside, it is not necessary to use complement, right? For example, let's see an idea. Say, for example, the ball is inside, sorry, is in the box, for example, yes? In this case, we are using the complement, which is the box, right? When you use inside, usually it is implicit, which is inside an object. I mean, one is into the other. Yes, so you say, for example, the ball is inside. No complement. It's not necessary because it's implicit. Maybe you are seeing the.
Okay.
It's not necessary to use the complement, right?
Okay.
So that is depends on the context. No? You say, for example, I am in the house. Or, for example, we are talking, no, imagine the house is so big, it is great, excellent. I said, where are you? I am inside. So implicit, I said I am inside the house, right? But it's not necessary to get inside the house, inside, because you know that, right? Just sabe, just implícito, dentro de.
Okay.
Okay, so it's
Claro.
necessary the complement. Okay, so remember you got on, above, in front of. What is the other one? Under.
Hello.
Under or below. What is the other one?
Over,
Over. What else?
next to, beside,
Next to, beside.
Behind. No, beside.
The other is behind, no? The one that is missing from the previous one.
behind.
Between and in, no? Among, if you want to use more than others, no? So you got like 10 different prepositions at different moments, right? To practice. Okay, questions up to now, people?
No.
No.
No problem, no? So that is memory, no? Memory exercise, remember.
Yeah.
Memorize in, on, over, above, between, behind, okay? All of them. Okay, let's see some examples. We're using here, I forget to erase this. Okay, we're going to work on affirmative forms, okay? Remember, as usually, use the verb to be, no, to complete the sentences. So we use the verb to be am, is, are, no? Depends on the person. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, right? Depends on the person. So affirmative, look at the example. The computer is on the desk, no? According to the picture. I suppose you remember, or you can see the picture here, no? The computer is on the desk, no? Remember you got contact with the object.
Yes.
Okay, another example, according to the picture. Can you see, can you tell me something here?
The
Not everybody.
The gift is on the bed.
Okay, thank you. The gift is on the bed. So you said, there is a contact, no? In that case,
Yes.
gift for people. This is the gift.
Significa gifts.
Gift. The gift is on the bed. Yes, so you got it.
Regalo.
Yes. Okay, for example, if you say, oh, look at this. What is the name of this in Spanish? Sorry, in
Balloon.
English.
Bomba.
Balloon.
Balloon. Okay, the balloon. So, for example, if you say la bomba o el globo está sobre la cama, pero ojo porque no está en contacto. Brian Zamora.
Above. The balloon is above of the bed.
Above of the bed.
Okay, so you said the balloon
It's above of the bed.
is above the bed. In this case, it's not necessary to use the preposition of, no? We said in Spanish, sobre o encima de, al lado de, detrás de. Yes, it's implicit. Well, in Spanish, it's necessary to use of, right? Of. In English, that is not necessary, right? That is, they are implicit in the prepositions, okay? So if you said detrás de, you say behind, not behind of, for example, okay? So not necessary. Except in this case, no? Because we got more prepositions, but in this case, in front of is necessary to use of, okay? The rest, don't use of, okay? Okay, thank you, Brian. You said the balloon is above the bed. Okay, let's continue here with the example. Oh, look at this. How can you use this one? Can you see the ball here? The ball?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Juan David Corredor, tell me the example. Using the ball.
A ver. Sería when cold.
Remember, you can use different things, ¿no? For example, here you said, el balón está en medio de la tabla esta de patinaje. Y por ejemplo.
Entonces el balón está. Entonces sería the ball.
The ball, ¿no? Como
The
Dragon
ball.
Ball. The ball.
The ball next
Verb to be, Juan. Verb to be.
It's
Exactly. The ball is.
next to.
Okay, next to. Al lado de, next to.
¿Cómo se dice patineta en inglés?
Okay, how do you say patineta, people?
Skateboard. Skateboard.
Skateboard. Yes? Okay, according to Juan David, the ball is next to the skateboard, for example. Yes, very good. So we use it singular, no? Let's use it in plural. Let's make an example in plural. For example, here, you say.
The pencil.
The pencils, or the pens, right? So if you say the pencils, what?
No.
Any of you, don't worry. The pencils, plural.
Plural is.
What is the verb to be in plural?
Are.
Right. The pencils are.
Next to the bed. No?
Next to, you say? But, well, different to next to. Okay, look at this.
Right.
And here, another preposition. I forget this one. Acá tenemos otra preposición, chicos. Near. What is near?
Cerca.
Cerca a. Okay, so for example, if you said, los lápices están cerca a la regla, for example. So the pencils are? Near.
The ruler.
The ruler. Near the ruler. Ruler. Oh my gosh.
Near is cerca.
Cerca a. Yes. It is not necessary to use near to, but if you prefer to use it, that's okay. The pencils are near to the ruler, or the pencils are near the ruler, which is the typical form to use near with simple examples. No, you got it. Okay, so here you got the preposition in affirmative verbs. No, these are afternames. So we use is for singular, no, and are when you want to use plural forms. Okay, don't forget the singular and plural forms. Now we got here the question form. The question form in this case is changing the position of the verb to be, right? The verb to be is the previous or the first element in the structure, okay? So for example, one of the questions we can use. Is the bag between the chair and the bed, sorry, between, no? So you say, is the bag between the chair and the bed? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, continue. Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes, it is. Oh, it's so simple, no? To answer. Yes. Okay, so it says, yes, the bag is between.
It's between.
Thank you, no? To practice English. That's perfect.
Yes,
Yes, yes. Right. Okay, let's make an example in plural, right? One question in plural.
Are.
For example, oh, here, we can say, how do you call this in English? What is the name of this in English?
Almohad. I don't know.
That is in Spanish. Las almohadas. Okay, in English is pillows.
Pillow. Pillow.
Yeah, the pillow in singular, pillows in plural, ¿no? So, for example, if you want to say, si vamos a preguntar, oiga, ¿están las almohadas sobre la mesa? ¿Sobre la cama?
Are the pillows on the bed?
Okay, so you said are because it's plural, no? Two, in that case, are the pillows.
Sería, están
Están las almohadas sobre, where is it?
On the bed.
On the bed. Wait. Yes?
yes.
So we said,
Yes.
okay, we use singular is, yes,
about
and plural we are using are, yes, which is the important here. Is in singular, are in plural. Good?
Yes.
Yes, yes, all right. So no problem with this, I suppose. Okay, now we are going to use the negative. How we can use negative forms?
Isn't, aren't.
Exactly. Very good. So we have to take into account the verb to be in negative. No? So you said isn't, aren't. Or in the first person, we say I am not. No, if I am not myself. So the verb to be in plural. For example, the skateboard, yes, isn't, which is the contraction, or is not, if you prefer. The skateboard isn't behind the bicycle. No, behind. Another
Yes.
example. Plural example. Negative. Tell me something.
The computer is not under the desk.
Okay, oh, but this, well, this is singular. The computer isn't under the bed. Okay, this is singular example. Very good. Negative form, no? It will be.
Yes.
Okay, in plural, try to make it in plural, no? Using are.
The computer aren't.
No, but you got
No.
one computer according to the picture. Okay, look at this. In Spanish, you say, las ventanas no están enfrente de las camas. How can you say that? Las ventanas.
The windows aren't in front of the bed.
The windows.
the windows
Negative, no? So you said again, aren't. Yes, the windows aren't in front
The bed.
of the bed. Remember, in front of is necessary to use of, ¿no? In that case. Es la única preposición que usamos hasta las que hemos visto, ¿cierto? Que usan of, ¿no?
In
The
front
windows
of
aren't in front of the bed. That will be good.
the bed.
Yes.
Okay. So remember,
Yes.
no? In singular isn't, in plural aren't, if you're using the contractions. Or you said is not, are not. That depends on you. Good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now, WH question. The WH questions, as you remember, we got what, when, where, how, who. Yes, the typical questions. And in this case, the most popular question is located.
Where are?
Is where, right? Expressing the location, the location of the objects, no?
¿De dónde está? Yes.
Where are the pencils, right?
¿Dónde están los lápices?
The pencils are between, the pencils are next to the bed.
For example, yes, the pencils or the pens, right? That is, well, these are pencils, I guess, no? The pencils are next to the bed, for example. Okay. The pencils are near the scissors. What is scissors? Ah, I got 3 S in here, sorry. Scissors. That was a little mistake in spelling.
Tijeras.
Tijeras, ¿no? So you said, okay, los
Rock, paper, scissors.
están cerca las tijeras.
No, here.
Yes,
Near, no? Near to.
they are.
Okay, another example or another question. Where is the camera? Look at the camera. Where is the camera?
Cámara.
The camera is above the bed.
Okay, very good. So you said, hey, the camera is above, no? You said the bed. So you said, okay, it's not touching, no? You got distance. Excellent, very good. Okay, another example. Where is the clock? Where is the clock, people?
The clock is in front of the window.
No.
In front of the window? No.
Behind?
Okay, you said behind. Yes. So the clock.
Oh, okay.
The clock is behind the bed.
The window. The bed.
Okay. Sorry. Yes, you're right, Andresito. You said the window is in front of the. Sorry, the clock is in front of the window. You say no.
Yes.
I am sorry. Yes, you're right. No, you said delante de la. Yeah, your perception is clear. No, yes. I'm sorry. That's my bad. Okay, people, a little parenthesis in here. Chicos, en menos de again. So let's continue again with the second part. We are going to share the screen and we were in here. Okay, so a couple of examples we say before, we use the question where.
Where are?
Yes. Well, the typical form where is the popular question, but is not the unique one. Say, for example, ¿quién está detrás tuyo? Right? How we can use the question.
My mother is behind me, for example.
Well, this is the answer, but what is the question?
¿Quién está detrás de?
¿Quién está?
Wow is being you. Being
Behind to you.
Behind you.
Eso, behind.
So you.
Behind or behind?
Behind.
¿Por qué no se pone el tuyo?
Because behind and to, they are two prepositions. Prepositions, they are not necessary.
Okay.
Behind you. Right.
Hey.
So you say, for example, my mother is behind me, right?
Behind to me.
Behind me.
Okay.
Les aclaro esta parte, chicos. En español, nosotros usamos o usualmente se nos ocurre usar la preposición antes del complemento, ¿cierto? Para contestar una pregunta. Por ejemplo, preguntara quién está detrás tuyo, normalmente nosotros decimos, detrás mío está tal persona. Usamos directamente la preposición antes de contestar. En inglés no es correcto, ¿listo? No podemos arrancar con la preposición. tienen que usar el sujeto.
Mm,
Persona o el
Esta persona está detrás mío.
lo que sea, del
O
cual
sea,
realizan la idea. ¿Listo?
ese ejemplo es mi mamá está detrás mío.
Exactamente.
sí, sí.
No, pues,
¿Sí? Ah, ok.
no sería correcto si digo en inglés, behind me is my mother. Sería en
Sí, no tiene sentido.
¿cierto? Detrás mío está mi mamá. No, es
Sí, ok.
Spanish is wrong. ¿Okay? En
O
español
sea,
está mal dicho.
correctamente en español sería mi
mamá
mamá
está detrás mío.
está detrás mío.
Exactamente. Tendríamos que empezar siempre con el sujeto de la oración, no con la preposición. No es correcto hablarlo ni en español ni en inglés, pero en español,
Nosotros no usamos bien el español, por decir.
basically, it is not correct even in Spanish, ¿no?
Tenemos muchas jergas.
Pero son usos, ¿no? Usos coloquiales del español y ya nos acostumbramos a usarlos así. Entonces, igual, ¿no? ¿Qué está debajo de la cama? Entonces dicen, debajo de la cama
De
están
coco.
los zapatos, ¿cierto? Arrancamos con la preposición. No, ojo, primero decimos, los zapatos están debajo de la cama. That's different.
Coco está bajo la cama.
Right. ¿Cómo sería en inglés esa pregunta? ¿Qué está debajo de la cama?
El coco.
What is
Are
What is
under the bed.
black?
Okay, what is
Under
under
bed?
there?
The bed.
Under the bed o what is there under the bed? ¿Sería qué está debajo de la cama o qué hay? ¿Cómo sería qué hay? ¿De los contables no contables?
There are.
Ajá,
There is.
are.
Sorry.
The question would be, what is there under the bed?
Ah, ok.
En esta pregunta cambiamos la posición. There is, there are. Is there, are there, ¿no? ¿Qué hay debajo de la cama? What is there under the bed? For example, ¿no? So that is depends on you. Okay. Chicos, los que están haciendo ruido, apáguenme los micrófonos si no van a participar. Thank you. Okay. So according to this, we are going to use different questions. Who, what? Another example, if you say, ¿por qué estás en la casa?
Compañeros, no hagan ruido que no me van a escuchar.
Thank you. Yes, that would be
Por
great.
favor.
So, if you say,
why
¿por qué estás en la casa?
why
Why?
Why you are
Where?
in the home?
Okay, but remember it's a question, so you change the position of the verb to be. Why?
We
El
here.
verbo que va primero, ¿no, chicos? Why?
is
No.
Are.
Are. Okay. Why are you? Right? Because it's a question, no?
In the house.
You are affirmative. Are you? The question, remember? Why are you in the house? Right? That will be the normal question. So you say, for example, in this case, I am in the house because, right? Remember in this case, ¿no? Cuando usamos because es porque contestamos la pregunta why, ¿no? Why del por qué pregunta, because es de respuesta.
de la localidad de Suba.
Yes.
Compañeros.
So you said,
No.
I'm in the house because estoy en cuarentena, ¿cómo sería?
because I am in
I am in quarantine. No?
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
I am
Apaguen el televisor, por favor.
Yes, or because I am quarantined. If you say.
Yeah.
Okay, pretty good. So different questions. Not necessarily you got to use always the question where. Well, this is a typical, no? Because of the location. But you can use different questions. Look, who, what, why, right? Depends on the question, the specific content we use. All right? Questions, people?
Quarantine.
Quarantine. Any questions?
Yes.
No.
No.
Very good.
All right.
Very good.
Very good.
No,
Very,
no. Very good. Very.
very good. Okay. I will erase the examples. Voy a borrar los ejemplos por si necesitan copiar, chicos. Pantallazo o fotico. Igual esto queda grabado, no se les olvide. All right.
ya le terminamos.
So, let's practice a little bit, okay? So we're gonna check the pictures and you have to tell me the specific preposition. According to the pictures. The question, where is Vido?
Where is Fido? El perro.
Fido is
Under the is on the house.
on the house.
On
On?
On the
You sure?
Fido es
on.
in. Sorry. In.
Fido is in the dog house.
Yes or no?
In. Yes. I think
In, yes, because
Fido is
inside
in
the
the
house,
dog
right?
house.
Está dentro de la casa. Fido is in the house in that case, right? Okay.
Yes.
Next question. Where are the books? Look at the vocabulary, no? The shelf. The shelf is in
Shelf.
shelf.
The books are
On.
On the
on.
shelf? Yes, very good. The books are on the shelf, no? En la repisa. Shelf. Okay, look at the vocabulary, no? We are using. Okay, next one. Where is the house? Where is the
On the hill.
On the hill.
The house is
Hill.
in the hill or on the hill?
On.
Miguelita, mucha gente a tu alrededor, mi amor bella.
De la bulla.
It's on.
On, right? You say on because
Teacher, one
that's
question.
on, right? Estás
Yes.
sobre la montaña, sobre la colina, on the hill.
Teacher, one
Sobre.
question.
¿Dónde vive Camil?
¿Qué significa hill?
Buena.
Hill.
Salatihuaque.
La colina.
Colina.
Yes.
La montaña.
La montaña.
Los montañeros.
Whatever you say.
La costa.
Los zorritos.
Okay, next question. Where is the elephant? Where is the elephant?
Is what's the question mark? The
Question mark. The question mark. So where is the elephant?
Ah, okay, under.
Complete idea.
The elephant is under the question mark.
The elephant is under, yes.
Under.
Under question mark, ¿no? Aparte de eso, está debajo es interrogación.
Ah, ok.
Okay. Well, next question.
Milo,
Allá.
¿qué ahora?
My
Voy a
God.
meter la silla.
Micrófono, porfa.
Yes. Now we got this one.
Apáguenlos porque.
In.
The bin, remember, is similar to the basket, no? The basket. So, bin is more like British vocabulary. So, the ruler is
In.
in, you say?
In.
Yes.
In. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The ruler is in the bin. Okay, where is the dog?
Under the table.
Under.
Very good. Yes, the dog is under the table. Very good. Where is the cat?
On.
On.
On the chair.
On
the
Okay,
chair.
you got contact, no? So you said the cat is on the chair. Very good.
It's on the cat. Sure.
Where is the dog again?
Behind.
The dog is behind.
Behind.
Yes, everybody says behind?
Behind.
Yes, the dog is behind, no? Behind the bin. Very good. Yes. Where is the cat?
The cat is front.
Next to.
Next to. Al lado de.
Is Brian?
next to.
Yes. Very good. Next.
Next to.
Next to the dog. Okay, where is Bart?
Between.
Between.
Between. You say very good. Bart is between the cap and the ball. Right. Okay. This is very simple for you. Good. Where are the birds?
On.
The wall.
Yes. Everybody says on.
On the wall.
Yes. The birds are on the wall. On the wall.
On the wall.
And come. I sorry. I give you this one. Bart is in front of the blackboard. Sorry.
Sorry.
My hand is moving so fast. Where are the toys?
Bar is in the front. In the box.
Everybody says in?
In.
Yeah, in.
The toys are in the box. Yes. Okay, pretty good. So according to this, we got clear, no? The prepositions, no problem. No.
Yes.
Okay. Let's practice.
Easy.
Easy piece of cake, you say. Okay, let's practice with this one, no? Oh, we already have this one.
Yeah.
So A, B, C, or
Next
D. Quickly. Where is
In.
start?
In.
Between
D, C,
A, B, C, or D?
B.
D.
No. Sí.
No.
Sí.
Read carefully. Huh?
Sí.
Ah, okay. Read. No? Got to read it. Okay, according to the picture, where is Bart?
Sí.
Frente de.
No.
B.
In front.
D,
In front.
C.
C or D? C or D?
D.
Todas las
No. C.
No, my dear.
D.
No, because
No.
it's he. He the man, right? He.
Okay.
Be careful with that. Leanlo completito porque si no, no saben de quién hablan.
She. No. He.
Where is
No.
Bart?
He. No. She.
Where is Bart?
B.
A, B, C, or D?
C.
D?
No. D.
I don't know.
D. No. D.
Don't come with the picture.
D.
Yes, right. Next to the cow. Yeah. Number 4. Where is Bart? A, B, C, or D?
B.
B.
The D?
B.
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 B. Yes, right. Very good. Number 5.
B.
Where are the
La pidi boo. Oh. B. No.
B.
A. Oh, what?
Hey.
A.
A or B? What is A y no B?
B.
Porque es
They,
plural y no
ellos.
singular.
Ah, okay. You pay attention to that. Very good. They represent 1, 2, 3. Oh,
Plural.
Plural.
plural is A.
Not in singular.
Singular is he, no? Only
One.
Yeah.
No, it's not correct. Okay, A. Very good. Number 6. Where is the pen? Oh, again.
Ham.
A.
A.
A? Okay, sure. Last word. Última palabra.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, the shell. Very good. You got it. Not repisa. Okay. Number 7. Where is the car?
D.
In front. C. Le Camilo.
Sí.
Yes, you got it. Okay, where is the dog?
A.
Chicos, el
On
que tenga,
the
el que
A.
tenga al bebé cerca, apágueme el micrófono que nos está interrumpiendo la...
Elena.
All baby, please.
A.
A, B, C, or D?
Apple.
A.
A.
You're right. A.
No.
Number 9. Where is the ruler?
A.
A?
B.
A,
B?
A.
A.
A or B?
No.
In. A.
Yeah.
On is contact, no?
A.
A.
In Spanish.
Where is the hedge? Oh, yeah. A, B,
B.
or B?
B.
B.
B? Yes, you got it. Where is the nouns? A, B, C, or D?
B. Tree.
C.
Be careful.
A.
Veanlo claramente. Ojo con los animales.
A. Yo digo que es A.
La A.
A,
La A.
Apple.
Bien.
Well, that is a little mistake here with the question mark.
Yeah.
Don't pay
¿Por
attention
qué
to the question
no
mark.
vamos a responder
Sí.
la pregunta con otra pregunta?
Sí,
Ah,
pero ojo, ¿no? La escritura me dice que es afirmativo.
Yeah, sí, sí, sí. La sí.
Acá hay un pequeño error del question mark, pero bueno. Where is the cat again?
On the chair,
the
babe.
chair.
David.
B, on the chair. Okay. Where is the mouse?
Mouse between or with.
Sí.
No.
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 B.
A.
A,
D.
D,
D.
D.
Yeah. No.
Yes. Ojo con el dibujo, ¿no? Owl and fox. Fox is this one, the fox.
What the fuck?
Pictures, look at the pictures. Where is the glue stick? The glue stick.
Glue stick. What is glue stick?
Pegastick, le llamamos nosotros en español.
Ah, okay.
A, B, C, or D?
Sí.
Sí.
C.
C, okay, yes, you got it. Where is the sun?
Where is sun and sea?
I think it's D.
B.
Yeah, that is related to the sky, ¿no? Habla del cielo.
Yes.
In the sky. Está en el cielo, dentro del cielo, in the sky. Oye,
Y el que acabó de prender el micrófono, por favor.
Apágale el televisor, ya te va.
please no television. Ya, yo por ti ya es el que está escuchando. Okay, where is the book?
Rápido.
A, B, C, or D?
Sí.
Sí.
D.
Sí.
D, no?
No,
Remember,
D.
is singular, no? Not countable. So you said it. It's not countable.
Shit.
Where are the sheep?
Under.
B.
B.
Okay, under. Very good. Where are the toys?
A.
Sí.
Sí. B. Sí.
Pégase un poquito.
Sí.
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 ¿Sí?
Sí.
Okay, now the box. In the box. Dentro de la caja. In the box. What is bean in Spanish?
Ah.
Como que ya lo vimos.
Sabrá Dios.
La
O
caneca.
algo de básquet, ¿no? Como.
Yeah,
Como caneca.
basket. La caneca, la basura, la canequita. I don't know how to say that in Spanish.
Yes, I know.
You know that, right?
Lisa.
Where is Lisa?
Fine.
Ven acá, estamos.
Behind.
Oh my God. Because
A.
por ahí.
No?
Excuse me. A, B, or C? Sorry, A, B, C, or D?
Sí.
Ajá.
¿Sí?
A.
Sí. Ajá.
B.
¿Sí?
Digo que es A.
What is
Hey.
this word?
Yo digo que
A.
A, because it's she. She is a girl. No, he is a man.
No, object.
Ajá.
Es un objeto.
No.
Por eso decíamos que A, right. Where is the cat? Where is the cat?
D.
What happened, teacher, la cámara?
B.
B?
B.
B?
Pero es que no sabemos si es niño o niña. Niño o niña.
Entonces
But you
es
can use it. It is an
D.
animal.
D.
It. No, it is
La
an
D.
animal. It's next to the dog. Oh, sorry.
Ok,
Yes.
el she.
The cat is pansexual.
No, come on. Is it? It doesn't care if it is she or he. It is.
D.
So, where is bird?
B.
No, no.
C.
D, D, D,
C.
D, 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 D,
D,
B.
D.
Bar,
B or
bar,
C.
B.
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 La
B.
C.
B.
C.
Ah,
No, 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 no.
no.
We're
D,
gonna,
D, D,
we're gonna
D.
agree. D
C.
in
D,
front,
Como
E
una enamorada.
in front of the elephant. No? Elephant, the animal.
D.
Where are the books?
A.
C.
Ajá.
B. A.
A.
Ey,
A.
ey. Te
Yes,
oigo
they
que
are on the shelf. No?
La
They because there are many books.
D.
Where is dog?
In front.
B.
B.
No.
B. C. C.
B.
B, 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 B,
Ojo con esto. He or it?
B. B. B.
B. It.
B because it's the animal, no?
Yes.
Where is Bart?
C.
B.
B.
C.
B. C. B.
C. C. C.
C. C. C.
B.
C.
Where is the bar?
Now you are so
Is the
C. No? Next to the fridge. Where is the ball? Last one.
Esa era A.
C.
C. C. C.
It's between the B and the blank.
C.
E doesn't exist.
La D.
C.
E.
Está la silla.
C.
C.
La C.
Oh.
C.
Yes, C.
I know. C. D.
C.
Okay.
No
that
será.
one. Okay,
I
people.
cannot
Let's see another one.
see.
Let's practice with a different thing. Okay. Now we got this picture, no? The general picture. We are going to select what is the correct
More activities.
between or under. Obviously, you're practicing. Between, under, no? Two different prepositions you can select. Let's check the
Okay.
vocabulary.
Nice. I good.
Okay, so look at this. The fridge is between or under the door and the cupboard. What is the fridge, people, in Spanish?
Refrigerador.
Okay, very good. So the fridge is
Between.
the cupboard. What is the cupboard?
Ah. Comedor. No.
No, exactly. The cupboard is this. Yes, como
Okay.
el mueble de la cocina. Okay, the cupboard.
Ya se sabe que es en medio, ¿no? Porque dicen...
Okay, so the fridge is between or under the door and the cupboard?
Between.
Between. Number two, the door is next to or under the shelf? The door is next to or under the shelf?
Under.
Under, okay. The
Under.
clock, look at the clock,
Under.
no? The clock is in or on the wall?
In.
On.
No.
On.
On.
In, on.
Wall. What is
On.
wall?
Porque está encima.
No, señor, es porque tiene contacto, ¿no? Contacto con el
Eh,
on the
eso.
wall.
Encima,
Y no
contacto.
está dentro del mundo.
No es dentro del muro porque tendría que abrir el muro y meter el reloj allá. Yes?
Ay, bueno,
Sí,
es
como-
bueno.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Number 4. The chairs, no? The chairs are under or next to the table?
Next to.
Next.
Next to, okay.
Next to.
Number 5. The table is under or opposite the cooker, no? Opposite is a different preposition we got, no? What is opposite in Spanish? Oh my God.
Pues,
Positivo.
What?
I don't know.
That's not the correct one.
Under.
Opuesto a, o sea, al otro lado de, decimos nosotros en español.
Puesto.
Next to.
Opuesto a o al otro
Es
lado.
el cooker.
Cooker is the stove. This one. Cooker.
Ah, ok.
Ah.
The chair, sorry, where was that?
Right.
The table is under or opposite the cooker?
Opposite.
opposite.
Opposite, okay. The pot, look at this, the pot, yes, is on
Opposite.
or in the cooker?
Hinder.
On.
What? You got 10 minutes or more? Excuse me?
On.
On or in?
On.
Thank you, on. Right, I didn't. Number 7. The bin is near or in front of the drawers.
On.
The bin, no? The drawers are these ones. Drawers. Yes?
In front. Near.
Near?
Near.
Near, okay. The microwave is next to or under the window. The microwave is this one, no? Microwave.
Next.
Is next to or under the window?
Next to.
Next to?
Yes. Yes, no?
Okay. The sink is above or under the window?
I'm back.
¿Qué sink?
The sink is this one. The sink.
Ah,
The sink is above or under the window? Above?
Yes.
under.
Yes or no? Under?
No, I don't know.
No estoy de acuerdo. Above or under? Above?
Under.
Look at this. The window and look at the sink. Under it is.
Under.
Yes, I have a reason.
All right. Okay. This one. The chair. Look at this. The chair is next to the desk. You got to tell me true or false. Okay? True or false.
Okay.
The chair is next to the desk.
Yes.
It's true.
Look at this. Ojo con el, como están viéndolo, ¿no? Así de frente. The chair is next to the desk.
No.
So it's false. Okay. The beds are opposite the windows.
False. Porque no están afuera. No, si no estarían afuera en la,
Okay.
en la casa.
False. The computer is under the desk.
False.
True or false? Okay, true or false?
True.
Under, ¿no?
No, false.
False. ¿Está debajo del escritorio?
No.
No, it's false. The bookcase, look, the bookcase, yes, is on the wall. It's on the wall, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
True. Okay, the bin is between the bed and the desk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, the lamp is on the desk. The lamp is on the
Hi,
desk.
Christian.
Yes.
Yes or no? True?
True.
All right. The poster, look at this. The poster is above the shelf. Above the shelf. True or false?
True.
True?
True.
Seguro?
Yeah. No.
What is above?
Encima.
False.
Encima.
No. True.
Está
No.
Estar
It's
encima.
false, right?
False.
Poster.
Se me olvidó en español.
Afiche.
Bueno, el afiche, decimos en español. El afiche está sobre la repisa, ¿sí o no?
Eso.
False.
It's false, right? The windows are above the bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yes,
yes.
okay, we have no contact.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Finally, the clock is on the bed.
No.
Liar. False.
The clock.
No, false.
False.
Pues.
F.
Yes, no, because there is no contact with
F.
the bed, huh?
F.
Over here. All right. F. Yes.
F en el chat.
Okay, people, we are going to stop here the quiz because we got something to speak in Spanish. Well, Acá nos dice que no es verdadero, pero yo sé que sí, chicos. Este es el único que está mal en el quiz. Digo por qué. Dice el footprint on the wall, ¿no? Ese es el que dice.
Dijeron que no.
Párenme bolas, dice el ejercicio de que es
Pan,
falso, pero
please.
no porque está sobre el muro, o sea, tiene contacto sobre el muro. Todo lo que esté colgado, chicos, es on the wall. On the wall.
Oh.
¿Yes? Entonces, los posters, el televisor, si lo tienen, ¿cierto? Los televisores planos que ahora están en el muro, es on the wall. On the wall. ¿Ok?
Ah.
That will be
Oh.
okay. Stage 5 from 7,
Sí.
10, but that doesn't matter. Acá porque no llenamos estos.
5 to 10.
Yeah, that is not the real one. You got everyone 10 today.
Yes, we are.
Like,
Okay, pay attention here. I will speak in Spanish to clarify the idea. Paréntesis. Mis amores bellos, les explico así rápidamente porque me quedan ya menos de 5 minutos, creo, para explicarles aquí rápidamente. Ay, no, mentiras, esta es mi tarea. Wait. Ay, ¿qué se me hizo?
¿Hay tarea?
Wait. Ok. Chicos, la guía de las clases de hoy, pónganme bolas, por favor, 3 minutos para contarles. Esta es la guía de la clase del día de hoy, ¿listo? Entonces vamos a desarrollarla como siempre, muy justo. Si la pueden imprimir, excelente. Si no, la hacen a mano, de acuerdo, pues a los puntos que están aquí para desarrollar, ¿listo? Hay una partecita de listening. Este es un vocabulario que me encantaría que ustedes se fueran aprendiendo, ¿listo? Si no se lo saben, vayan trabajándolo porque pues es algo común y popular para usar en inglés, ¿listo? Entonces es vocabulario importante para ustedes. Esta es la parte del writing. Hay una parte de listening que vamos a desarrollar parecido al que hicimos con África, ¿se acuerdan? El de la semana pasada. Pero en este caso vamos a escribir ideas de acuerdo a lo que me dicen en el listening. ¿Listo? Y acá van a dibujar lo que yo les conté en el listening, porque van a escuchar mi linda y hermosa voz aquí. ¿Ok? Entonces, yo les voy diciendo ejemplos y ustedes me van a dibujar. ¿Listo?
Okay.
Y los van escribiendo aquí, los ejemplos. O pueden primero escucharlos, escribirlos y después dibujar. Ahora, lo que me interesa, chicos, es speaking activity. Este es un ejercicio de speaking, ¿no? Que vamos a empezar a evaluar su pronunciación y su fluidez. ¿No? Para el último round. Entonces, van a hacer un pequeño video, chicos. Yo creo que se demorarán 3 minutos de video, 4 minutos no es mucho. Máximo 5 minutos ya, porque hablen mucho. ¿Cierto? Pero en este caso...
No.
Ya, Christian. Pay attention here.
Yo me callo.
Dígame. Chicos, van a escribir, me van a contarme 20 ejemplos y ustedes se van a hacer por toda su casita con su celular, ¿no? Entonces me van a ir mostrando. Entonces van a decir, profe, mi cama está al lado de la mesita de noche.
Las cocinas limpias,
en inglés, ¿no?
los
Les estoy dando el ejemplo.
No.
Les estoy dando en español, obviamente, para el que me va a preguntar si es en inglés, obviamente es en inglés, claro. Entonces me van a ir por toda su casa.
Esa es la loza sucia.
I don't know, whatever. Entonces me van a decir, oye, la nevera está al lado de la estufa, mi mamá está durmiendo sobre la cama. No sé, ya están contando cositas.
O sea que puedo poner mi gata en cualquier lado y puedo decir eso, ¿no?
Por ejemplo, I don't know, ustedes están creativos.
Life hack.
Le puede poner como el gorrito al gatico.
2 minutos, vale, bolas. Este es el link por si necesitan algo como un ejemplo. Listo, acá está esta caricatura que les puse ahí. Es una chica que nos está diciendo diferentes ideas, ¿cierto? Parecidas a las que quieren.
Sí.
Ahora, dentro del tablón, en el trabajo de clase les abrí 2 links, ¿listo? Uno es del de la guía, ¿listo? Donde ustedes pueden poner el link de la guía o si la suben de una vez, no importa si les salga error. Acuérdense que a veces sí entra al interno o a veces no. Entonces, cúrense en salud y ponen las 2 tareas, tanto como en el enviado de tareas normal y el link que ustedes me pusieron la semana pasada, algunos de ustedes, ¿listo? Y el video lo ponen aquí donde dice Video Speaking Activity, ¿listo? Ponen un link, suban el video en Google Drive y me ponen el link, me lo comparten. O si ustedes tienen canal de YouTube, de pronto, no sé, pueden ponerlo en YouTube.
El Juancho.
El Juancho.
¿Listo, chicos? ¿Estamos? Me queda menos de un minuto, ¿sí?
Teacher, lo que usted había dicho que nos iba a mostrar quién había subido, quién no.
Oh my dear. Mis amores, lo que pasa es que no me alcanza.
No,
Yo les mando,
quiero saber qué chao.
chicos,